class of 2027 is absolutely loaded in my opinion, especially at the guard position. These are the best point guards that I've seen in the last year. Starting off, we've got Beckham Black, the little brother to recent lottery pick Anthony Black. Beckham is an insanely talented and skilled point guard. He's got amazing IQ and pace, and he's practically a wizard with the ball in his hands. He's got that Kyrie Irving handle, that elegant balance of ball handling and footwork, where he can square up and finish at the rim no matter what position he starts in. He's always had an ability to finish around the basket, sneaky layups, left hand, right hand. But Beckham's calling card is his playmaking ability and passing ability. He literally might be the best passer in his class. His court vision and transition is just next level. He's gonna find open teammates and he does it every time. He's very efficient off the pick and roll and patient. He's able to find gaps and seams and get the ball to where it needs to be. Beckham is an incoming freshman at Duncanville High School, one of the major powerhouses in basketball for years. He'll have all eyes on him and we'll be watching. Maryland native Jamal Mcknight. As an 8th grader this past summer, he played 16U with B-Mays Elite on the Under Armour circuit, and he was getting it done. Mcknight is a hard-nosed point guard. He's super skilled, he can shoot the basketball, and he can finish at the rim. He's able to put constant pressure on the defense, especially in transition. He's very burstful and has a quick step. And even though he was only an 8th grader playing against mostly sophomores, he doesn't shy away from contact. This is something you always want to see in smaller players, but especially younger players, especially when they're playing up. As you transition higher up, there's more pick and roll play, and Jamal does a good job playing off the pick and roll. He can create plays for others, and he can create plays for himself. He's got an elite mid-range game, step backs, pull-ups, all skills that translate to the next level. Because Jamal was playing up in front of a bunch of college coaches, he'll be entering high school already with a handful of Division I offers. Tennessee, Penn State, and Cal have already offered Jamal. Peyton Kemp has been a viral sensation since he was in elementary school, and he's still one of the top players in his class. Peyton checks off a lot of boxes. He can get to spots anywhere he wants off the dribble, and he can finish with contact. He's got a similar handle like Beckham Black. He's just a wizard with the ball in his hands. This makes him an excellent ISO scorer, something I watched him do over and over again this summer. But he maintains his role as the team's playmaker. He's a very willing passer, and a flashy one at that. He's fast with the ball in his hands and very deadly in transition. He's got access to different pickups like Kyrie Irving. And he's a very capable shooter. He's athletic and he's got good size. I watched him throw down his first dunk this summer. But my favorite thing about PK is his energy. Whether he's scoring or a teammate's scoring, he's always bringing positive reinforcement on the floor. Energy is contagious, and you love to see that in a point guard. Indiana native Cooper Zachary has been regarded as the best two-way player by many scouts at his position. He's a pesky and relentless defender. Watch how he forces the turnover here. Dives on the floor, gets a hand on the basketball, and then he finishes in a transition. This is a winning trait. Then he spreads the floor out with his ability to shoot the basketball. If I remember correctly, I think he hit 5 threes this game. And it's not only off the catch. He can create shots off the dribble. There's no going underneath the ball screen. I would also describe Coop as crafty. He's able to stop on a dime and decelerate. He knows how to play in traffic, stealing defenders and using different angles and seams. This makes him very good around the basket. And he was honestly one of the best finishers I saw this year. Next on the list, you've got Mr. 55 points himself, Sir Isaak Hayes. But in all seriousness, I believe Isaak is the best shooter in his class. Guys like Trey, Beckham, I believe they're really good shooters as well, but I've just seen Isaak's range and his shooting form, his mid-range, his ability to create space off the dribble and get his shot off. Then there goes his IQ, lots of fakes, different footwork. He's always faking defenders out, getting them out of position. And I also feel like he's the best finisher in his class, up there with Cooper Zachary. His ability to play in traffic, step around defenders, find angles off the backboard. I just haven't seen anybody do it better in his class. I'm not ranking kids, but if I had to pick a point guard for my team right now, it would definitely be Isaak Hayes. I feel like his scoring has been highlighted, but his passing and playmaking ability is just as great in my opinion. When you surround Isaak with shooters and bigs, he finds teammates, he breaks down defenses, and he gets players involved. This to me makes him the complete package point guard in this class. After all, his favorite player is Cadeau. Florida has always produced big-time talent. Cayden Daughtry is that, and he plays with a lot of passion. He's also one of the best shooters in his class. He's got a quick release and deep range. I watched him this past summer with the Florida Rebels. He's not afraid to be physical and create contact. One of the tougher things about playing through contact is still having the soft touch to finish. Cayden's bag of shots is deep. This is Trey Pinkard. Many believe that he is the best shooter in the class of 2027. And there's really no argument. The kid can flat out shoot the basketball, and most of his shooting is off the dribble. Trey played this past summer with the Live On Blue Chips, and he made numerous all-circuit teams, including at Made Hoops. Many would categorize Trey as a combo guard, and I can definitely see that because he's one of the top scorers in his class right now, sort of like a Trae Young. But Trey can do other things. He's extremely patient and he knows how to get to his spots. He's getting better at getting to the rim. Trey's out of Houston, Texas, and he's definitely a player that you need to keep on your radar. Another talented point guard in the class of 2027 to wrap up my list is Kavian Bryant. I've heard scouts say that he's pretty much a D1 prospect. His dad's 6'7" and he plays a point guard position already. Kavian's a talented scorer. He likes to play with contact and he can finish around the basket with the best of them. But just like a bunch of other kids in this list, his shooting separates him from the pack. Catch and shoot, off the dribble, mid-range, you cannot leave this kid open. Last year in his last middle school game, I watched him drop 60-something points. So what do y'all think about this list? Let me know in the comments.